Well, before we get to the game, I do want to give a shout out to Tyler Trent, Boilermaker for life, who's experiencing some hard times now. He's a huge fan of ours and of this university, and we're hoping all the best for him, and we're praying for him, and hopefully everything goes in a good direction. But anyway, moving on to the game, you know what? It was a great effort by our team. Very proud of them. Our guys came ready to play. We knew this would be a tough venue to come in. We knew we'd face a team that's very hungry, very angry from what's happened in the past, and we've been there before, so we know how that feels. But you know what? Our guys played hard, and when Nebraska responded and made some plays on us, our guys came back and responded as well. And it was great to see. All of our guys hung in there. I think we wanted to win. We played to win, and luckily for us, we were able to come out with a victory here at a great venue, and it was a lot of fun to play in this stadium in front of a crowd like this.
Questions, Mike?
They threw a big punch at you on that first drive, but the way that you guys responded after that and continued to respond, what did that tell you about your team that you have right now?
Well, I'm proud of our team. I'm proud of our assistant coaches. You know, we've been punched in the mouth quite a bit, you know, so far this year, and our guys have, you know, taken it well and you know, bit their lip and let it bleed a little bit and come out a little hungrier. So you know, our team has responded. I think we have a great attitude. They want to work hard. They want to do something special. They want to try to win football games. They know it's not going to be easy, and we're going to have our hands full every week playing in this conference. But I like the makeup of our guys, and you know, I think they've all hung together. You know, the unselfishness of our guys has really showed this year, in my opinion. We've had some guys that really have matured, and while they may not be playing outstanding, they're doing a good job, and they want what's best for the team. So because of that, I think it's helped our overall team camaraderie, and I'm really proud of our guys today.
Well, Coach, first game on the road, hostile environment, leadership of your kids. How happy are you the leadership that your kids showed, come out on that field on a tough place to play? Well,
I'm extremely happy. We knew this would be a tough football game. We knew, like I said, the team would be hungry for a win, and we knew the fans would show up like they always do. So it was a special place to play. We had to kind of just block that out and just play our game. I think our guys were focused, and we worked on crowd noise all week long and realizing how to communicate, make sure we didn't do anything stupid with a lot of penalties and false starts and not getting lined up and miscommunication. So I think that helped us, and our guys just played well. I think when Nebraska made some runs, we could have easily shut it down, but our guys stayed aggressive. They made plays, and I know they're very proud to come out with a victory.
Well, of the 5 games, Jeff, would you say this is your most balanced offensive effort? And were you happy with early on being able to punch them in the mouth physically with the run game?
Well, I think for us, in order to be a successful team, we got to have some balance. And as wide open as we want to be, it's important to not put a lot of pressure on certain guys, and that you know, the defense has to defend everything. And I think when we can do that, we'll be more successful. And it helps you know, our defense a little bit too, and we can control the ball a little bit. I know we've had a good time of possession the last 2 games, and that's helped a little bit. I think our defense has gotten better. It wasn't one of our better games, but we had a good stretch where we were playing very well, and then they kind of got on a roll and hit some big plays on us, so that wasn't good. But our guys responded, and that's how football's going to be. And we're not a perfect team or anywhere close to it, and we have some holes that we got to make sure that we continue to improve and get better. But our guys played hard, and we said from the beginning of the game to the end that whoever wanted it the most would find a way to win it, and I think our guys wanted it a great deal today.
Mike?
Jeff, the first 3 games you guys were hit hard by penalties. This time you're kind of on the other end of things. What was it like to be on the other end?
Well, you know, the referee's going to call what they see, and we're not going to agree with all of them. And you know what? I think that, like I said, normally it evens itself out in the long run, and I don't know all the calls. I can't remember. I know we had a couple calls go in our favor, but I don't know. They were probably fouls for all I know. And I think it's important that just for us, we clean up our stupid mistakes, our stupid penalties. You know, we did get a couple holding calls that pushed us back, but I think for the most part we've cleaned up the 15-yarders after the whistle. We did have one at the end that I wasn't real happy with, but you know, the guy did hit him first, but you still can't do that. But those small things matter for us, because if we're not doing those, we won't have a chance to win. And I'm proud of the fact that we've gotten better at not getting as many penalties.
Steve, there's some things that you picked up from what happened to Nebraska last week to attack and things like that with your offense, specifically the way they were able to run and do different things?
Well, we watched the game. Michigan was able to run the football effectively on them, and they got a lead on them. And then when you have a lead, you're more open to even running the ball more. And they, Michigan's a good football team, and they were physical. So we wanted to have some balance. And as much as we thought we needed to be aggressive to win, which I still think that, we still wanted to run the ball some, and we still wanted to get some yards, and we still wanted to not have our O-lineman pass protecting all the time. But yes, we did see Michigan have success running the ball. We saw Troy run the ball a little bit on them. I didn't see Troy throw much on them, but they ran the ball on them a little bit. So it was important that we established the run, got some yards on that, and when we did run it, I thought we ran it fairly well.
Last year you had a game at home against Nebraska that was right there to be won, and this year obviously you come here and win one. Just considering what they are in the history of college football and what they, I think, probably want to still be in the Big Ten, where do you put importance on being able to beat Nebraska consistently as a team, as you're trying to, as a goal for this program?
Well, I think it's a huge win for us. I don't care what Nebraska's record is, coming into this venue and winning against a football team that was on the ropes a little bit and had to come out swinging. And we were able to kind of match that punch for punch and get a lead a little bit and then kind of hold on and strike. Punches were thrown back and forth. But, every team in our conference is going to be a challenge. Anytime you go on the road, it's going to be a challenge. Now, when you play here in a historic venue that sells out every game for 364 games in a row, I saw that sign. That's impressive. And you know what? Coach Frost will get this program going. I have no doubt about that. Sometimes these runs happen. I've been on programs where you start 6-0 and it doesn't finish well, and I've been on others where it's been 0-6 and you finish well. So I'm sure they'll find a way to continue to get better. We just happened to make a few more plays this game that helped us win, and that's just a credit to the hard work our guys have put in.
Mike, is there something about utilizing the tight ends today that you saw that you possibly could?
Well, we want to try to do it as much as we can every game. I think Bryson Hopkins made some big plays for us. Cole Herman got hurt and injured, so probably it made Bryson play more than he normally does. And he is a receiving threat for us, and he plays hard, and we got to make sure he gets his touches. He can get up the field as well, up the seams, which he did a few times. So he has to be a big piece of our offense. I think anytime you got a tight end that can control the middle of the field and run up the seams and even run in the flat and make a few plays, be isolated on a safety or linebacker when you're having a hard time on the outside, which we did a few times. It wasn't our best game on the outside today. We had some drops and some things that we couldn't make a contested catch. But, that's when you have to have some balance. So our tight end stepped up, did a good job. No, I don't know if it's anything serious, just some stinger stuff that we got to make sure he gets healed up.
What about Bieneman? Was that the referees taking him out of the game, or what happened?
He was nicked up a little bit. I don't know all the details yet. I'll find that out.
Coach, the hands guys used to get all the attention. The linemen really came through today. How special was it for these guys that have worked so hard? People don't know their names, and they just came out on the field and just did it.
Well, you are correct. The line doesn't get much credit unless things aren't going well. But our guys work hard. They want to win. Like I said, none of them are perfect, but boy, you know what? The effort is, the intensity is, their desire to want to win and to continue to do everything we ask and more. That's all you can ask for. So for that, I'm very proud of them. And these guys like football, and they want to win. They want to try to help Purdue work their way up the ladder, and hopefully they can continue to do that. But their effort has been great to this point.
This is 3 games in a row now for David where he's clearly on a roll. Can you pinpoint a few bullet points as to why he's playing his best football for you?
Well, I'll probably say the first one is I'm being more aggressive with him, and he's responded. And so that I'll take the blame for that in the past. I think he's worked hard to improve. He's made some good throws today. We had some drops, but he continued to be aggressive and throw the ball vertically. And even though we didn't hit a lot, I think it helped our offense. He hangs in there. He makes plays when it's not there. And even though he may pull it down a little bit early sometimes and take a sack or two or not go through the progression, always he makes plays with his feet on third down. He knows the down and distance when it's man coverage and things aren't there. He finds a way to get the first down. So he's a heady football player that's very smart, very competitive. works his tail off to give himself a chance, wants this team to have success. He could have easily transferred somewhere else if we didn't tell him for sure he was going to be the starter, but he hung here. He's earned the spot. Like I always say, you couldn't ask for a better young man to have success than David Blau, so I'm happy of his performance the last 3 games, and I think he's played extremely tough.
How do you keep the foot on the gas pedal with your offense? Is something easy to do? Does that fall into your wheelhouse?
Well, I'll take the responsibility for some of that. I think it's important that I stay aggressive. I think it's important that you know, sometimes you want to have balance. You want to make sure you're not too aggressive, but we're not going to win that way, in my opinion. I think we have to err on being more aggressive, and I have to just remind myself. I put it on sheets, our game plans. You ask our coaches, it's written all over the place. Just call it, be aggressive. So we have to continue to take shots. We have to continue to press forward. I think when you do that, it opens up the running game. It opens up bigger holes because teams are playing for the pass. I think today Nebraska double-teamed Rondell Moore as many times as they could, and it opens up other things. And it's important that myself stays aggressive. Our coaches and our players do, and I think if we do that, we'll at least go down swinging when things don't go well.